Member for Kamloops Centre.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's been interesting today that both the Premier, who's a lawyer, and the Attorney General, who's a lawyer, have been using very exacting language when they talk about the courts and the original intent around DRIPA. But the questions have actually been about the 2021 14-minute amendment to the Interpretation Act that was brought in by the Premier when he was then the Attorney General, and what exactly the courts got wrong with that ruling. So can we get very clearly on the record from the Attorney General, based on the Interpretation Act changes from 2021 that impacted how the courts and how ministers are to interpret DRIPA in relation to decision-making, very clearly one of the few answers that was provided in that 14 minutes by the then Attorney General, now Premier, what exactly the courts got wrong based on those changes to the Interpretation Act, not the original intent of DRIPA, the Interpretation Act changes that this Premier brought in 2021.
Attorney General.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So let me try this again. When we introduced the Changes Interpretation Act and the Premier did as AG and DRIPA, we stated our original intent of what they were meant to do. Our issue is with the Gatla Court of Appeal decision, we believe, and our arguments were very different than where the court landed, that they misinterpreted the original intent of those legislative instruments that we introduced in the House. So we are appealing. This is the normal course of things when we have challenges with court decisions, that we appeal and we try to get a higher court to look at our arguments and correct the law on that, and we are seeking that process. And yes, that is part of the appeal that we're seeking, both the Interpretation Act and DRIPA. Thank you.